All right, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm going to keep covering this case until this shit is over with. You know what I mean? Like I cannot believe the magnitude that people are going just to spread a narrative, create false narratives. You got people like Tariq Nasheed calling Austin Metcalf and his family alleged white supremacists. Like, what the hell? What the hell? You know what I'm saying? So this is a clear cut and dry case, but I'm gonna make some money off of this shit. I don't care what people say. I'm going to cover this case until it's over with and Carmelo Anthony is officially in prison. So we're gonna go to this video from Court TV, right? Court TV. Be careful about that misinformation.
Welcome back. Now for what's trending in true crime. Authorities are warning of misinformation deliberately being spread online in the case of the stabbing death of a high school student who was killed at a track meet. 17-year-old Karmelo Anthony is currently charged with first-degree murder in the death of Austin Metcalf. Now, he's being held on $1 million bond, and police say that Anthony told them that he did it and asked officers if it could be considered self-defense. So now police are warning that there's incorrect and possibly very damaging information being spread online about the incident. So we're asking, what kind of effect can fake information have on a case? Let's talk about it. Let's bring back in attorneys Mario Gallucci and Randolph Rice. Mario, to you first, please. Your thoughts.
So, I've been doing this over 3 decades, and social media has now become one of the number one impediments to picking a jury. People hear things on social media, they go running with it, and it's the job of the judge now during jury selection to ensure that the people that are reading it or following it or doing whatever they're doing on social media are not chosen to be on your jury. The evidence is coming from the chair that's in the courtroom, not from Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Right. You're so right, Mario. And sometimes, and I often encounter this with my job, because when people meet me or friends, loved ones who know me, they want to talk about cases and they'll say, oh, I saw this. And I'll say, that's not true. Where did you see that? Oh, I saw it on TikTok. Some creator said it. Well, they made it up. That's not true. I can tell you, you can take what I'm saying to the bank. And it just shows you how powerful now, to your point, Mario, social is. Randolph, your thoughts on this, please weigh in if you would.
Yeah, I think Mario is exactly correct. This is a great example of why the Karen Reed case is taking 2+ weeks to pick a jury, because it is so much coverage. There's so much information. There's so many jurors that have heard about it versus the case that we're involved with, which is the Rachel Morton case, which had very little information about the case, and they were able to pick a jury in a day and a half. So that information out there taints that jury pool and can help, or it can actually hinder the process when the case goes to trial.
You're so right. Randolph, I got to say, you are my hero for bringing that up about the Karen Reed case. That is the first thing I thought about when I read this story. And I kept thinking, how I wish those police and prosecutors, and maybe they wish so too, I don't know. I wish they would have come out, issued some official statements about the disinformation, because in her case, there has been a deliberate disinformation campaign out there to infect the public with wrong information. And so too late now, that information's out there. I see it every day.
All right. There we go. So, with that being said, we are witnessing this situation in real time. If you're on Facebook, we could say X and TikTok. I don't really mess with TikTok, so I don't know what's going on over there. But you see the deliberate misinformation that is being spread in order to take the light off of Carmelo Anthony, right? I'm going to use Tariq Nasheed as a prime example because he has a following, he has a voice, yet he's using his voice to spread more bullshit, right? He labeled Austin Metcalf a white supremacist. Where is the proof that Austin Metcalf or anybody in his family are associated with white supremacy? Where is the proof? You have none. Then on top of that, y'all are using two family photos of them going hunting as a tool to create the narrative that they are radical white supremacists and they're violent. What the hell, right? So I'm going to cover this case because this is insane, right? And I feel like this is easy money. This is easy money. If I was a lawyer, I would try my hardest to represent Austin Metcalf and his family, because all I gotta do is say, look, Karmelo brought an illegal knife to the campus, so that's a charge right there. Then on top of that, he killed somebody. Case closed. Lakers in 5. You know what I'm saying? It's just as simple as that. Easy money, right? So yes, more updates will be coming from this channel, TJ the Realist, when it comes to this case. Any update that I see that is official, I will be making a video about it on this channel, right? We are going to follow this and we are going to get through it, right? This when the trial starts, that trial should not take more than 5 days. It should be a quick one. You know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all be careful for that misinformation. And the way, like, people, the way, I just think it's crazy how people just do shit like that just to create narratives and more segregation and just want to divide everything. It's just, it's stupid, right? And then they get mad at people like me that call it down the middle. I apologize for not being racist. I'm sorry I'm not a dumbass like you. Anyway, moving on. More videos coming soon. Please like and subscribe. And we are going to keep up with this case day by day. I got time.